Another Death Row production. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Tyson, the next heavyweight champion of the world. Everybody else for.
Alrighty guys, what's going on? Welcome on back. It's the Empire. I'm your host Risky. Happy Sunday to all. It is July 5th. Looking back at yesterday, we do hit on our ladder play. Our solo bet came through for us. We do hit on one of our 3-leg parlays. Overall was a decent day. Could have been much better, but you guys already know the rules. It's on to the next one. It's Sunday. We got a full slate of baseball here on tap today. Games get started nice and early. Guys, Outlier Sportsbook. The link is down in the description. Sign up with them. The first week is free. Also, at the end of the video, the 4 bets we'll be placing here today ourselves. With all of that being said, let's jump into it. Alright, first game up, we got the Mets in Atlanta taking on the Braves. We got McLean on the mount for the Mets. We got Perez on the mount for the Braves. Alright, getting into this game here, we got McLean on the mount for the Mets. He's been really good for the Mets this season. Probably been their best starting pitcher. Comes into it with a 3.70 ERA. Whip sitting at 112. The big concern with McLean, his walk rate. He does average 4.5 walks per 9 innings coming into this game. Doing the breakdown for him here today. He's going to be seeing a Braves lineup. They came alive yesterday. They put up double-digit runs, but still, in the last 30 days, this is a bottom 10 team. Offensively, McLean is a sinker ball pitcher. Throws the sinker over 40% of the time. Has a hard hit rate sitting at 37%. This Braves lineup, it does struggle with hitting the sinker, but they are stacked with lefties. McLean does struggle with left-handed bats. I can see him going 6 to 7 innings here today, giving up 2 runs, turning it over to a Mets bullpen that's in a really good spot. They're well rested. They've been one of the better bullpens. I see the arms coming out the pen here today for the Mets, shutting down the Braves lineup. On the other side, we got Martin Perez on the mount for the Braves. He's been really good for Atlanta this season. Granted, he is coming off his worst start of the year. Another thing I'm paying attention to with Martin Perez in the month of June, his hard hit rate was going up in all his starts. Here today, he's going to be seeing a Mets lineup that does hit left-handed pitching very well. We talked about it in yesterday's video when they were seeing Chris Sale. We said Chris Sale's on a different caliber. He was going to go out there and handle the Mets. We expected that. But here today, Martin Perez, a guy that pitches for a lot of contact, pitches for a lot of pop flies, pitches for a lot of ground outs. I can see this Mets lineup getting to him here today. My overall projection for Perez, he goes 6 innings, gives up 3 to 4 runs. Turns it over to a Braves bullpen that's really good. They're rested coming into it. I like the arms in this Braves bullpen to come in this game. Shut down the Mets lineup. Looking at the weather, it's going to be 85 degrees at start. We are going to have 10-mile-per-hour winds blowing from the diamond to the outfield. Let's get to the picks. The Braves are the betting odds favorites in this game here today, and I like the road dogs in this spot. Give me the Mets here on the money line. The game total set at 9. I do like the under 9 total runs in this one. For the player prop, I'm taking Vientos of the Mets for 2 total bases today. Next up, we got the Pirates in DC taking on the Nationals. We got Bubba Chandler on the mount for the Pirates. We got Cavalli on the mount for the Nats. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Bubba Chandler on the mount for the Pirates. This guy's been good of late. He comes into it with an ERA sitting at 4.60, whip sitting at 1.40. But in his last 5 starts, we've seen some progress from him. In those last 5 games, he has an ERA sitting at 3.20, whip sitting at 1.15. In this game form, the first thing I gotta pay attention to is that walk rate still. He is still averaging 4 walks per 9 innings. In this game, he's also going to be seeing a Nationals lineup that continues to be very mediocre versus right-handed pitching. Bubba Chandler's 2 primary pitches is the fastball and the curve. This Nationals lineup is a bottom 15 team when it comes to hitting the curveball this season. I can see Bubba Chandler coming out here today, throws that fastball topping out at 100 miles per hour, having a decent outing, going 6 innings, giving up 2 runs, turning it over to a Pirates bullpen that continues to be very mediocre, if not bad. They had a good outing yesterday, but in this game here today, the arms that's going to be available for the Pirates, I see them coming out the pen, giving up 1 or 2 runs in this game. On the other side, we got Cade Cavalli on the mount. He's been really good of late. On the season, he's been really good overall. He has a 3.36. He has a 3.69 ERA, 1.30 whip. He has a very good strikeout to walk ratio. In this game, he's going to be seeing a Pirates lineup top 5 team in the last 30 days versus right-handed pitching. Cade Cavalli, just like Bubba Chandler, 2 primary pitches. It's the fastball and the curve. This Pirates team does struggle a bit to hit the curve, but they're a better team than the Nationals when it comes to hitting the curveball. But overall, they do hit Cade Cavalli's fastball, especially the velocity he's throwing at, much better. I can see the Pirates having an easier route to runs here today. I can see Cade Cavalli going 5 to 6 innings, giving up 3 runs, turning it over to a Nationals bullpen that's incredibly taxed coming into it. Not to mention they continue to be one of the worst bullpens in the majors. I see them coming into this game, giving up another 2 to 3 runs. Looking at the weather, Ballpark Pal has this game projected as the 3rd best offensive game on the schedule. We have 5 to 6 mile per hour winds blowing from the diamond to the outfield. Ballpark Pal has this game rated with a plus 25% home run percentage. Let's get to the picks. The Nationals are the betting off favorites in this game here today, and I like the road dogs in this spot. Give me the Pittsburgh Pirates on the money line. The game total set at 9.5. I do like the under 9.5 total runs in this game. For the player prop, I'm taking Brandon Lau with the Pirates for 2 total bases today. Next up, we got the Orioles in Cincinnati taking on the Reds. We got Kyle Bradish on the mound for the Orioles. We got Nick Lodolo on the mound for the Reds. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Kyle Bradish on the mound for the Orioles. This guy's been really good for Baltimore this season. Comes into it with an ERA sitting at 3.80, whip sitting at 1.37. In this game here today, the first thing I got to pay attention to for Kyle Bradish, he has been struggling this season in his road starts. Like I said, whip sitting at close to 3.80 on the season, but in his road starts, he has an ERA sitting close to 5. In this game, I gotta pay attention to his pitching, his pitch mix. He's a breaking ball pitcher. His 2 primary pitches is the slider and the curve. This Cincinnati Reds lineup, there's 2 guys that match up very well against them. That's Elly De La Cruz and Steer. Another thing I gotta pay attention to with Kyle Bradish coming into this game, he has a hard hit rate sitting at 43%. That is something that I can all see added up together, leading to a bit of trouble here today for Bradish. My overall breakdown, he goes 5 to 6 innings, gives up 3 runs, turns it over to an Orioles bullpen that's rested coming into it. They've been good in the last, I want to say 2 weeks. They've been playing really good. I see the arms coming out the pin for the Orioles coming in this game, giving up another run or so, but nothing crazy. On the other side, we got Nick Lodolo on the mound for the Reds. This guy's been really inconsistent for Cincinnati, if not bad. He has an ERA still sitting up above 5, whip sitting close to 150. In this game, I got to look at his pitch mix against this Orioles lineup. For one, the Orioles have been a top 10 team in the last 2 weeks versus left-handed pitching, but when I do the breakdown for Lodolo, a guy that's able to work the Ks, he's at his best when he's working the Ks as well. This Orioles lineup currently is a top 10 team when it comes to strikeouts. I can see Lodolo having a bit of success here today, going 5 to 6 innings, giving up a run or 2, turning it over to a Reds bullpen. We talk about it all the time. One of the worst bullpens in the majors. I see them coming in, giving up another 2 to 3 runs. This game is out in Cincinnati. It's going to be close to 90 degrees, close to 10 mile per hour winds blowing from the diamond to the outfield. Let's get to the picks. The odds makers currently have this game as a dead even pick'em spot, minus 108, and I like the Cincinnati Reds here today on the money line. The game total set at 9.5. I do like the under 9.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Elly De La Cruz of the Reds to hit a home run today. Next up, we got the Twins in New York taking on the Yankees. We got Joe Ryan on the mound for the Twins. We got Ryan Weathers on the mound for the Yankees. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Joe Ryan on the mound for the Twins. This guy continues to be a very good starting pitcher. He comes into this game with a 3.60 ERA, whip sitting at 105. In this game, doing the breakdown for him, the first thing I got to pay attention to for him, in his last 4 starts, he has an ERA sitting at 4.80, whip sitting at 150, hard hit rate sitting at 52% in those games. here today versus a Yankees lineup that continues to struggle offensively, especially versus right-handed pitching. But the one thing they do well is hit for power. They slug very well still versus righties. Joe Ryan right now is averaging 0.8 home runs per 9 innings, pitching in a very hitter-friendly environment. I can see him struggling a bit. This is a guy that's been over-reliant on the fastball, seeing a Yankees lineup that got Trent Grisham back at the top of the lineup. I can see the Yankees getting to him here today. My overall expectations, he goes 5 innings, gives up 3 to 4 runs, turns it over to a Twins bullpen that continues to be bad here. Their attacks coming into it. I see the arms coming out the pen for the Twins coming in this game, giving up another run or two. On the other side, we got Ryan Weathers on the mound. This guy continues to be so inconsistent. He'll have 3-4 bad starts in a row that makes it a good start. Overall, looking at the matchup here today for Ryan Weathers, he is a strikeout pitcher, a guy that throws a good fastball, good slider. He's going to be seeing a Twins lineup that continues to be a bottom 15 team versus left-handed pitching. In the last 2 weeks versus lefties, this team is batting .221, slugging .380 in this matchup for Ryan Weathers. If he could pitch around Byron Buxton, I could see him having a good game, going about 6 innings, giving up 2 runs. The Yankees got some decent arms available in this bullpen here today to come in this game. Still give up another run, but nothing too crazy. Looking at the weather, it's going to be low 80s with 8 to 10 mile per hour winds blowing from the diamond to left field. Let's get to the picks. The Yankees are the betting off favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing them on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I like the under 8.5 total runs in this game. For the player prop, I'm taking Ben Rice of the Yankees to hit a home run today. Next up, we got the White Sox in Cleveland taking on the Guardians. We got Murphy on the mound for the White Sox. We got Bibee on the mound for the Guardians. Alright, getting into this one here, we're going to have the left-handed pitcher Murphy opening up the game for the White Sox here today. After that, Eric Fedde come in, be the primary pitcher. Murphy will go one time through the lineup. After that, we'll see Eric Fedde, so I'm expecting to see Fedde around the 3rd inning in this game. Doing the breakdown for Fedde. He is a sinker ball pitcher, a ground ball pitcher. This guy has terrible splits versus left-handed bats. He's going to be seeing a Guardians lineup here today with 8 projected lefties in the lineup. Not to mention, in the last week, this Guardians team offensively has started to hit the ball much better, especially versus right-handed pitching. Looking at the overall breakdown for Fedde, guys like Manzardo, Kwan, and DeLatner really match up well against him. After the opener leaves this game and Fedde comes in, I can see Fedde pitching an additional 4 innings, giving up 3 to 4 runs, turning it over to a White Sox bullpen that's taxed coming into it. I see the arms coming out the pin here today from the White Sox, giving up another runner. So on the other side, we got Tanner Bibee on the mound for the Guardians. This guy's been really unfortunate this season. Every time he goes out there, has a quality start, just gets no run support. He's 2-9 on the season, but has a 3.69 ERA, whip sitting at 1.11. In this game here today for him, the first thing I gotta pay attention to, he saw this White Sox lineup just a week and a half ago. In that game, he pitched 6 shutout innings. Doing the overall breakdown for Bibee, he matches up very well against this White Sox lineup. The one thing that worries me, his hard hit rate still sitting at 43%. If there's one thing this White Sox lineup can do is hit for power. They're still slugging .422 versus right-handed pitching. I see Bibee having another quality start here today where he goes 6 innings, gives up 2 runs, turns it over to a Guardians bullpen. That's in a decent spot here today to come in, shut down the White Sox bats. This game is out in Cleveland. It's going to be a bit more on the pitcher-friendly side. We have wind blowing from side to side in this building that usually favors the pitcher. Let's get to the picks. The Guardians are the betting off favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing them on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I like the under 8.5 total runs in this game. For the player prop, I'm taking Manzardo with the Guardians to hit a home run today. Next up, we got the Cardinals in Chicago taking on the Cubs. We got Liberatore on the mound for the Cards. We got Assad on the mound for the Cubs. Alright, getting into this game here, we got Matthew Liberatore on the mound for the Cardinals. He's coming off his best start of the season last week against the Braves, where he pitched 6 shutout innings. But overall, this guy's been absolutely terrible this season. He has a 5.30 ERA, whip sitting at 150, hard hit rate sitting at 48%. In this game, fortunately for him, he's going to be seeing a Cubs lineup in the last 2 weeks. They've really cooled off versus left-handed pitching. In the last 10 games played versus lefties, this Cubs team's batting .225, slugging .370. The overall breakdown for Matthew Liberatore, a guy that pitches for a lot of contact, a lot of pop fly outs. We're going to have 8-mile-per-hour winds blown from the outfield into the diamond. That's something that's really going to help him here in this game today. My overall breakdown for Liberatore, he has a quality start. Goes 6 innings, gives up 2 runs. Turns it over to a Cardinals bullpen that is still very unreliable. Their tax coming into it, I see the arms available for the Cards coming in this game here today, giving up another runner. So on the other side, we got Assad on the mount for the Cubs. He was good in that role when they were using him and Ben Brown like as those platoon starters, but ever since they turned him in back to a full-time starting pitcher, he has not been good. He has an ERA sitting up above 5, whip sitting close to 160, hard hit rate sitting up above 50%. Here today, he's going to be seeing a Cardinals lineup with 6 projected left-handed bats. He has terrible splits versus lefties. Assad is a sinker ball pitcher. This Cardinals lineup hits sinker ball pitchers very well. I'm expecting Assad to struggle in this game. Go 5 innings, give up 4 runs. Turn it over to a Cubs bullpen that's highly taxed coming into it as well. I see the arms available for the Cubs coming in this game, giving up another 2 to 3 runs. Looking at the weather here, it's going to be a bit more on the pitcher-friendly side. It's going to be close to 80 degrees, 8 to 10 mile-per-hour winds blown from the outfield into the diamond. Let's get to the picks. The Cubs are the betting off favorites in this game here today, and I like the road dogs in this spot. Give me the St. Louis Cardinals on the money line. The game total set at 8. I do like the over 8 total runs in this game. For the player prop, I'm taking Burleson of the Cardinals for 2 total bases today. Next up, we got the Phillies in Kansas City taking on the Royals. We got Nola on the mount for the Phillies. We got Avila on the mount for the Royals. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Aaron Nola on the mount for the Phillies. He has not been good for Philadelphia this season. Comes into it with an ERA sitting up above 6, whip sitting close to 160. Does not strike out a lot of batters, does walk a lot of batters. In this game, another thing I gotta pay attention to for Nola is his splits versus left-handed bats. He's struggling with lefties this season. He's gonna be seeing 5 projected left-handed bats in this Royals lineup. The one good thing for Aaron Nola is the Royals in the last 10 games versus right-handed pitching. They're only hitting .218, slugging .390. I can see Nola coming out here today having a decent start. Going 6 innings, giving up 2 to 3 runs, turning it over to a Phillies bullpen that's in a really good spot today to come in, shut down the Royals bats. On the other side, we got Avila on the mount. He started off, he was looking good. He had a blow-up start here or there, but we've started to see the regression from him. In his last 3 starts, he has an ERA sitting close to 650, whip sitting at 170 in those games. Hard hit rate has really gone up. It's sitting at 43% right now. He's a sinker ball pitcher, guy that pitches for a lot of contact, struggles versus left-handed bats. He's going to be seeing a Phillies lineup stacked with lefties. Their slugging numbers are crazy versus righties, not to mention they've been hitting right-handed pitching overall very well in the last 2 weeks. I'm expecting Avila to struggle in this game. Go 4 innings, give up 3 to 4 runs. Turn it over to Royals bullpen that continues to be terrible. I see the arms coming out this Royals pen coming in this game, giving up another 2 to 3 runs. This game is out in Kansas City. It's going to be close to 85 degrees. We're going to have a small gust of wind blowing from the outfield into the diamond. Really not going to affect anything. Let's get to the picks. The Phillies are the betting off favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing them on the money line. The game total set at 9.5. I like the over 9.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Kyle Schwarber of the Phillies to hit a home run today. Next up, we got the Tigers in Texas taking on the Rangers. We got Mize on the mount for the Tigers. We got Rocker on the mount for the Rangers. Alright, getting into this one, Casey Mize is on the mount for the Tigers. This guy continues to be a very good starting pitcher for Detroit. Comes into it with an ERA sitting at 260, whip sitting at 0.97. Has a very good strikeout to walk ratio. Also has a good ground ball rate. In this game here today, he's going to be seeing a Rangers lineup offensively. They're still a bottom 10 team in the majors offensively overall. We saw them in yesterday's game get shut out by Jack Flannery. In this game, seeing Casey Mize, a much high caliber pitcher, much of a higher caliber pitcher than Jack Flannery. I can see Mize coming out here today dealing against this Rangers lineup. My overall expectations, he goes 6 innings, gives us up a run, turns it over to a Tigers bullpen that's slightly taxed coming into it. I can see the arms coming out this Tigers bullpen, giving up another run, but nothing too crazy. On the other side, we got Kumar Rocker on the mount. He was supposed to be pitching yesterday for Detroit. For Texas. They pushed him back here today for today's game. I don't know really. I didn't really get a reason for why they switched the date, but in this game here today, looking at the breakdown for Kumar Rocker, he's going to be seeing a Tigers lineup that continues to hit right-handed pitching very well, especially in the last 2 weeks. You got Riley Green and Carpenter continuing to crush righties. I'm expecting Kumar Rocker, a lower velocity pitcher, to get hit up in this game, go 5 innings, give up 3 to 4 runs, turn it over to a Rangers bullpen that's in a really good spot here today to come in this game, shut down these Tigers bats. It's down in Texas in the Dome, one of the most pitcher-friendly ballparks in the majors. Let's get to the picks. The Tigers are the betting odds favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing them on the money line. The game total set at 8. I do like the under 8 total runs in this one. For the player prop, I'm taking Kerry Carpenter of the Tigers to hit a home run today. Next game up, we got the Brewers in Arizona taking on the Diamondbacks. We got Sprout on the mount for Milwaukee. We got Rodriguez on the mount for the Diamondbacks. Alright, getting into this game here, we got Sprout on the mount for Milwaukee. This guy continues to be solid for the Brewers this season. Has an ERA still sitting up above 5, but the whip is at 130. The big knock on him is his walk rate. He has very good strikeout numbers. The hard hit rate's very low, but he walks a lot of batters. Right now, he's averaging 4.5 walks per 9 innings. Here today, he's going to be seeing a Diamondbacks lineup that continues to be, well, they're very mediocre versus right-handed pitching. They're currently ranked 16th overall in the majors versus righties, so they're middle of the pack. But in the last 10 games versus right-handed pitching, they're only batting .218, slugging .370. I can see Sprout, who, like I said, has good strikeout numbers, coming out here today, having a good start, going about 5 innings, giving up a run or 2, turning it over to a Brewers bullpen that's completely rested coming into it. Not to mention they continue, this Brewers bullpen continues to play very well here in the last month. In the last 2 weeks, they have a bullpen ERA sitting at 3.40. I see the arms coming out the pin here today for Milwaukee coming in this game, shutting down the bats for the D-backs. On the other side, we got the left-handed pitcher Rodriguez on the mount for the Diamondbacks. He's been their best starting pitcher by a landslide. Comes into it with a 2.20 ERA, whip sitting at 118. He's not a strikeout pitcher. He's a guy that pitches for a lot of contact, a lot of pop flies, a lot of ground outs. He's a low velocity pitcher, fastball sitting at around 94 miles per hour. This Brewers lineup, they're mediocre versus left-handed pitching, but we talk about it all the time. Ever since Cheerio and Vaughn came back into the lineup, the numbers have really gone up. Not to mention Cheerio and Vaughn really hit left-handed pitching very well. I can see Rodriguez coming out here today having a quality start. Going 6 innings, giving up 2 runs, turning it over to a Diamondbacks bullpen that is incredibly taxed coming into it. I see the arms available for the Diamondbacks coming in this game, giving up another 2 runs. It's down in Arizona in the Dome, so no weather to sway anything. Let's get to the picks. The Brewers are the betting odds favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing them on the money line. The game total set at 9. I do like the under 9 total runs in this one. For the player prop, I'm taking Jackson Chourio of the Brewers to hit a home run today. Next up, we got the Giants in Colorado taking on the Rockies. We got Miley on the mount for the Giants. We got Gordon on the mount for the Rockies. Alright, getting into this one here, we can't even do the breakdown normal because we got 2 absolutely terrible starting pitchers on the mount. Miley comes into it with an ERA sitting at 5.67, whip sitting at 150, hard hit rate sitting at 52%. He is a sinker ball pitcher, guy that pitches for a lot of contact. This Rockies lineup continues to just crush right-handed pitching in the last month. I'm expecting him to get hit up in this game, go 5 innings, give up 5 runs. On the other side, we got Tanner Gordon as the starting pitcher for the Rockies. This guy's absolutely terrible. ERA sitting close to 7. Hard hit rate sitting at 55% on the season. In this game, he's going to be seeing a Giants lineup stacked with lefties. He has terrible splits versus left-handed pitching. Not to mention the Giants in the last week. They are batting .235 versus right-handed pitching, slugging .390. In this game, I'm expecting Tanner Gordon to go 4 innings, give up 4 to 5 runs, turn it over to a Rockies bullpen, the worst bullpen in the majors. I give the Giants, even though their bullpen's bad and I see them coming in this game giving up another run or so, I still give them the advantage late in this game. Looking at the weather, Ballpark Pal has this rated as the most offensive-friendly game on the schedule, plus 30% home run percentage. Let's get to the picks. The Giants are the betting off favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing them on the money line. The game total set at 12.5. I like the over 12.5 total runs here today. For the player prop, I'm taking Rafael Devers of the Giants to hit a home run. Next up, we got the Padres in Los Angeles taking on the Dodgers. We got JP Sears on the mound for the Padres. We got Emmett Sheehan on the mound for the Dodgers. Alright, getting into this one here, we got JP Sears on the mound for the Padres. The left-handed pitcher has not been good for San Diego this season. He's made 4 starts up to this point, has an ERA sitting close to 7, whip sitting close to 180, hard hit rate sitting at 48%. This is a guy that's over-reliant on that fastball. Here today, he's going to be seeing a Dodgers lineup. They're much better hitting right-handed pitching than versus lefties, but they're still good overall versus lefties. You got Mookie Betts, Andy Pajas crushing lefties from the right side of the plate. Then you got Freddie Freeman and Shohei from the left side crushing lefties as well. I'm expecting Emmett Sheehan to struggle in this game, go 4 innings, give up 4 to 5 runs, turn it over to a Padres bullpen. They continue to play mediocre here. I see them coming in, giving up another run. On the other side, we got Emmett Sheehan on the mound. This guy continues to play inconsistent. He'll have good start, bad start, and flip-flop it continuously. He's coming off a good start last week against this Padres lineup where he pitched 5 innings, only gave up a run. This guy is a ground ball pitcher, pitches for a lot of ground outs. This Padres lineup continues to be a bottom 10 team versus right-handed pitching. You do have Jackson Merrill and Gavin Sheets starting to come alive a bit versus righties, but overall, I can see Emmett Sheehan having a quality start, going 6 innings, giving up 2 runs, turning it over to a Dodgers bullpen that's in a really good spot to come in here today, shut down the Padres lineup. Looking at the weather, it's going to be 85 degrees with a small gust of wind, about 5 to 6 miles per hour, blowing from the diamond to the outfield. Let's get to the picks. The Dodgers are the betting off favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing them on the run line. The game total set at 9.5. I like the under 9.5 total runs here today. For the player prop, I'm taking Andy Pajas of the Dodgers to hit a home run. And the final game of the day, Sunday Night Baseball, we got the Red Sox in Los Angeles taking on the Angels. We got Suarez on the mound for the Red Sox. We got Johnson on the mound for the Angels. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Ranger Suarez on the mound for the Red Sox. This guy's been really good for Boston this season. Comes into it with an ERA sitting at 2.90, whip sitting at 1.10. In this game here today, for him, the first thing I gotta pay attention to is he's gonna be seeing an Angels lineup loaded with right-handed bats, 7 righties projected in the lineup. Despite being a left-handed pitcher, Ranger Suarez this season has very good splits versus righties. Not to mention his strikeout rate has been going up in his last few starts. This Angels team is a top 5 team in the majors when it comes to striking out. I can see Ranger Suarez having a really solid outing here today, going 6 to 7 innings where he gives up a run, turns it over to a Red Sox bullpen that's in a really good spot here today to come in, shut down the Angels bats. On the other side, we got Ryan Johnson on the mound for the Angels. He has not been good. The young pitcher comes into it with an ERA sitting at 4.70. I'm sitting at 7.40, I should say. Whip sitting at 150, hard hit rate sitting at 48%. This is a guy that gives up a lot of home runs, a guy that struggles with left-handed bats. He's going to be seeing a Red Sox lineup with 7 lefties projected in the lineup. I'm expecting the Red Sox, who are not a good offense overall versus right-handed pitching, to get to Ryan Johnson. Johnson has not been good overall. I can see him struggling a bit, walking a lot of batters. This Red Sox lineup getting 2 to 3 runs off of him. After that, we'll see this Angels bullpen come in that continues to play much better than they were at the top of the year. I can still see them giving up another run. Looking at the weather, it's going to be a bit more on the pitcher-friendly side. It's going to be low 80s with wind blowing side to side. In this building, it usually favors the pitcher. Let's get to the picks. The Red Sox are the betting off favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing them on the run line. The game total set at 8.5. I like the under 8.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Abreu of the Red Sox for 2 total bases. Alrighty guys, before we get up out of here, the 4 bets we'll be placing here today ourselves. Yesterday our ladder play came through for us. The payout was $201, so you know how we do it. We're going to pocket $101, and today we're going to be wagering $100 flat on the Philadelphia Phillies. Once again, today we're going to be playing them on the money line. We're getting them at plus 132. This is our ladder play of the day. Next up, we're going to play a 2-leg home run parlay here today. Real basic home run parlay. We're going to start it off with Ben Rice of the Yankees. We're then going to play Kyle Schwarber of the Phillies. A $10 2-leg home run parlay. Next up, we have a 3-leg parlay we're playing here today. All money line picks. We're going to start it off with the New York Yankees on the money line. After that, we're going to play the Detroit Tigers on the money line. And we wrap up the parlay with the Milwaukee Brewers on the money line. And our final bet of the day will be another 3-leg parlay, all money line picks as well. We started off with the Pittsburgh Pirates on the money line. After that, we're going to play the St. Louis Cardinals on the money line. And we wrap up the parlay with the Philadelphia Phillies on the money line. Alrighty guys, before we get up out of here, I just want to send my salutes out to you all. It's Sunday. Hope everybody enjoys their day. You guys know I appreciate you all. I respect you all. Hope we all win some money here today, and I'm going to catch you on the next one.